So we're going to start on our backs today. So if you just want to get onto the mat, coming into a comfortable position on your back. So either lying out flat, or you can have your feet on the mat and your knees up. So whatever is most comfortable for your back. And just closing your eyes when you're ready. So just settling yourself into the mat, into the practice. Just letting everything fall away. Just focusing on the body. What are the areas of the body touching the mat? So your feet, your legs, your bottom, your back, your shoulder blades, your arms and your head. So just feeling your body on the mat. Just noticing your breath. So are you inhaling and exhaling through the nose? Is your breath easy and flowing, or is it laboured and difficult? Just having some awareness of the breath at the moment. And starting to inhale and exhale through the nose. And deepening that breath. So for a count of 3 to 5 seconds per inhale and exhale is what we're aiming for. So notice the chest rise, the belly inflate as you inhale, and then as you exhale the chest falls, the belly falls. So we're just starting to tune into the body and the breath and let go of the thinking mind. So tonight we're going to focus on the whole body, but specifically looking at shoulder opening and awareness, as the shoulders are one of the most common areas of the body to hold stress. So just keep focusing on deepening that breath. So if we sit at a desk, have a long commute or a high stress lifestyle, we know that the shoulders can become tense and need attention. So tonight we're focusing on yoga poses for the shoulders to help release some of that tension. So bringing your focus to the shoulder blades and thinking about this as the start of moving the arms. So if you're not moving the shoulder blades, then you're not supporting the whole shoulder joint and arm. So when you move your arm, I want you to pay attention to what your shoulder blade, your scapula are doing, and try to move from that area. As you move through your practice, what I want you to do is be engaging your abdominal muscles and your pelvic floor, lifting up. So when we do that, it's just a slight engagement. We're not tensing at 100%. But as we engage through those muscles, you'll notice that the breath moves into the back of the body. So as you inhale and exhale, you should feel your back going more into the mat and inflating and deflating there. And the stomach is staying still. And the chest may go up and down. So we're staying in line for a minute. So if you want to blink open your eyes, if you've got your knees up, I want you to straighten out your legs. And we're just going to inhale the right arm overhead, so keeping the shoulder blades glued to the mat and really stretching up through the right side of the body. And then we're going to exhale the arm down, engaging your core. We're going to inhale the left arm up, So really reaching with those fingertips overhead. Exhale, lowering that left arm to the mat. Coming onto the right side again, so inhaling that right arm overhead. Exhaling the arm down. So just bringing your awareness to that shoulder blade as you inhale the left arm up. Notice it moving as you move your arm. Exhale, lowering the left arm. We're going to bring both arms up together. And then exhale, floating the arms down. We're going to do that one more time. Keeping the shoulder blades on the mat as you inhale the arms overhead. And then exhale, lower the arms down. We're going to lift the feet up. So the feet are pointing to the ceiling, hip width apart. And then the arms are coming up, shoulder width apart. And we're just going to circle the ankles and the wrists one way. And then circle the other way. Coming back to stillness. And we're going to exhale the legs out wide to the side as you bring your arms overhead. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, legs down, arms overhead. Inhaling back, so keeping the back of the body on the mat. One more time, we're exhaling the legs out to the side as we bring the arms overhead. Good, coming up to the center, bringing the knees into the chest. Bringing the left leg down onto the mat, keeping that ankle flexed. Arms are around the right shin as you gradually bring that knee in towards the armpit. Coming back to the breath. Noticing where the shoulder blades are, they should be down on the mat. And then we're going to lower the right leg down, picking up the left leg, bringing that knee in towards the armpit. And breathing. Good, and then bringing both legs in, giving yourself a hug. Again, keeping the back and the shoulder blades onto the mat. Squeezing the knees into the chest. Then we're going to bring our feet onto the mat, knees hip width apart, so heels as close to the buttocks as you can get them. We're going to come up into our bridge pose, so our arms are just resting by the side of the body, and we're going to inhale, tuck the pelvis under as you lift the hips up, coming onto the shoulders. And then exhale, lower, bringing your vertebrae down one by one. And then we're going to inhale, tuck the pelvis under, lift the hips up, bringing weight onto the shoulder blades. Exhaling down. And then this time as we come up, we're going to bring the arms overhead. So we're tucking the pelvis under as we lift up and the arms are coming overhead. And notice how you come a little bit further onto your shoulders. And then we're going to exhale, lower down. We're going to lengthen out that left leg, and then we're going to bring the right knee towards the chest, and we're going to catch the outside of the right foot with the right hand. And then we're going to work that foot towards the ceiling, coming into a sort of half happy baby. Breathing. Good, swapping legs, so right leg goes down onto the mat, lifting that left leg up on the inhale, and then pushing the foot into the hand towards the ceiling as you work towards drawing that shoulder blade back onto the mat. Focusing on the breath, and then picking the right leg up and coming into happy baby. So armpits drawing towards the mat, knees coming in towards the armpits, pushing the feet to the ceiling. Good. And then bringing the legs in again towards the chest. We're going to start to rock up and down the spine. Just be gentle here. If this doesn't feel good for you, we're coming up to standing. So we're rolling backwards and forwards, bringing our feet onto the mat And coming up to standing, or just coming up to standing in your own time. Coming into our sun salutation, so feet together at the top of the mat. We're going to inhale the arms up like thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, looking through the knees. Inhale, lifting the chest, looking forward, bringing weight into the hands as you step back into your high plank. Bringing your knees down onto the mat, lowering all the way down onto the front of the body. Coming into Sphinx, so hands and forearms are staying on the mat as you inhale, lifting the chest, head lifts last, and then we're going to exhale to down dog for 5 breaths. So hips up high and back, working towards those heels coming down. So hands should be shoulder width, fingers spread, thinking about the shoulders away from the ears so they're coming down the back. We're pushing weight from the hands into the feet, lifting up through the pelvic floor and abdominal muscles, and breathing. Then we're going to inhale, look forward, step or walk the hands, feet to the hands, keeping the chest lifted. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, looking at the thumbs. Exhale, the arms down. So as you inhale, reach the arms up. The arms are lengthening all the way up to the ceiling, but they're also lengthening back down so that the shoulder blades are drawing down. Exhale, forward fold, looking through the knees. Inhale, lifting the chest and the head, stepping back to your high plank. Bringing those knees down or lowering all the way down from high plank. Sticking with Sphinx, or if you want more, you can come into Cobra or Up Dog. So Cobra, hands are under the shoulders, lengthening the arms as you lift the chest and head. Exhale, down dog for 5 breaths. So setting up your down dog and then finding some stillness. Bringing your awareness back to your breath, trying to equalize that inhale and exhale. Good. As we inhale, look forward, step the feet to the hands, keeping the chest lifted. We're going to forward fold, and then inhale, rise all the way up, lifting the arms overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti. One more time, inhale the arms up like thumbs. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, lifting the chest, bringing weight into the hands as you step back into your high plank. Pushing the floor away as you lower down. Inhaling into Sphinx, Cobra or Up Dog. So Up Dog, we're lifting the thighs and the legs off the mat. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths. Really spreading those fingers, shoulders away from the ears, and focusing on your breath. Good, we're going to inhale, look forward, stepping the feet to the hands, keeping the chest lifted. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rising all the way up to standing, look thumbs. Exhale, Samasthiti. Bringing the hands into prayer pose. We're going to inhale into the hands. Exhale. Inhale the arms up overhead, coming into our little mini back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting the chest, stepping the right foot back only, coming into a low lunge. Lift, hands are on the mat or fingertips, lifting up through the chest, head looking forward. And then we're going to step that leg back, coming into our plank, lowering down onto the front of the body, inhaling into our Sphinx, Cobra or Up Dog, and then exhaling to down dog for 5 breaths. Finding your breath. Gaze is at the navel or the knees. Good. As we inhale, look forward. We're stepping the right foot through only into our low lunge. Lifting up through the chest. Gazes forward. Then we're going to exhale. Lift up that back leg and come up to bring that foot together. Looking forward. Exhale, fold. Then we're going to inhale, lift the arms overhead, coming into our little back bend, so pushing the hips forward. Exhale, Samasthiti. Hands at heart center. Inhale into the hands. Exhale. Inhale, arms up into our back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Looking through the knees. Inhale, lifting the chest. We're going to step the left foot back into our low lunge. Lifting up through the chest. Exhale that right leg back, coming into our plank, lowering down. Inhale into Sphinx, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, Down Dog, 5 breaths. Find that easy breathing. Being aware of what the whole body's doing. And then as you inhale, look forward. We're stepping the left foot through to our low lunge. Lifting through the chest. And then we're going to exhale, step the right foot to the left, keeping the chest lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, coming into our mini back bend or just standing tall. Exhale, Samasthiti. Well done, everyone. Bringing our hands to our hips, feet hip width apart. We're going to inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. So tipping from the hips, catching the big toes, so bend your knees as much as you need to. Then we're going to inhale, lengthen the chest, look forward, and then exhale, fold over those legs. Find your breath. So use your elbows to lift your shoulder blades away. So by lifting up through the elbows, we can bring the shoulder blades further down the back so that they're not up by our ears. Good. As we inhale, look forward. We're going to exhale, release the grip, bringing the hands underneath the feet, toes coming into the wrist creases. Again, we're going to inhale, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, fold. Elbows coming out to the side, and again, think of a lengthening, lifting through the elbows to draw the shoulder blades down the back. Bringing weight into the toes, really engaging your core here. Good. As we inhale, look forward, we're going to release the grip and bring our left hand down onto the mat in front of us, in between the feet. And then we're going to lengthen the right leg, right arm up, and twist round to look at that right top hand. And breathe. So the twist should be coming through the spine. Then we're going to exhale that right hand down, replace it where the left hand was, and twist and up to the left side. So just do less of a twist if this doesn't feel good for you. Good. We're going to bring that left hand down. Exhale the hands to the hips. Inhale, lengthen all the way up to standing. Coming back to the top of the mat, Samasthiti. We're going to step out to the right, so we want the left foot at a 45-degree angle and the right foot facing the short edge of the mat, coming into our triangle. So our arms are shoulder height. We're going to inhale, come forward, and then soften that front knee as we exhale, coming down to catch the leg or the big toe, looking up at that top hand. So we're twisting at the spine to look round at that top hand. Finding your breath, shoulder blades are against the back, shoulders are away from the ears. Then we're going to take that top hand and wrap it around the back, trying to wiggle the fingers to catch that right thigh, still looking up over that left shoulder. Breathing. Good, we're going to inhale, look down, rise up, take a bigger stance so that we can bend into that front leg and the knees in line with the ankle. Coming down onto that knee with the right forearm, inhaling the left arm overhead, staying here or bringing that right hand down to the inside or the outside of the foot, wherever you are. So we're thinking about lengthening from the left foot all the way along the leg, through the body, out the tips of the fingers on the left hand. But we also want to think about slotting that left shoulder blade back, so there's a two-way lengthening here. Good, we're going to inhale, rise up, swiveling the feet around, coming into triangle on the other side, so make sure we're taking a slightly smaller stance, leaning forward, softening that front knee as you exhale, lowering down, catching the leg or the big toe. Inhale, looking up at that top hand. So we're trying to stack the arms, one nice big long line. Focus on that breath. Equal weight in the feet, lifting up through the arches to help open up those hips. And then we're going to twist that right arm around the back and work towards trying to catch that left thigh. Looking forward or looking up at that shoulder. Then we're going to unravel as we inhale, look down, rise all the way up, taking a bigger stance so we can bend into that front leg, exhale, coming down onto the forearm, bringing the right arm overhead, slotting that shoulder blade back, and then coming down if you wish. Making sure if you come down that you've not lost that lengthening through the body. Pressing that left knee in towards the left hand if it's down on the ground, the left arm. Good, we're going to inhale, rise all the way up. Swiveling the feet around, we're going to come into our reverse triangle. So the right foot's facing forward, the left foot's at a 45-degree angle out to the side. Feeling the hip bones, making sure they're square to the short edge of the mat. And then we're going to twist the body round to that right side, bringing the left arm onto the outside of the right leg or down onto the mat, wherever you want to be. And then lifting up that top right arm. So again, we're thinking about lengthening through one hand to the other hand. Shoulder blades are against the back and shoulders are away from the ears. So strong posture for the legs and the core. Good, we're going to inhale, rise up. We're going to come into a high lunge, so stepping that left foot back slightly, lifting the heel up. Arms are coming towards the ceiling. either looking ahead or looking up at the hands. And breathing. You can always take this lunge down, the back knee down to the floor. Good. Then we're going to bring the arms down, planting that heel back, bending into that front leg. We're coming into our reverse wide side angle, so either bringing the left forearm down and twisting, looking up at that right top arm, or bringing the left hand down onto the mat and the inside of the foot, looking up at the top hand. Focusing on your breath and trying to let go through those hips. Allowing that opening up. Good, we're going to inhale, look down, rise up. Exhale, swiveling that feet around. Checking that the hips are facing forward to the short edge of the mat. Then as you twist, we're going to lower that right arm down to the outside of the left leg or down onto the mat, the outside of the left foot, lifting up through the left arm. So gaze should be at the top hand, but feel free to look forward if that eases your balance. Good, we're going to inhale, look down, rising up, coming into our high lunge. So stepping that back foot back, coming off the heel, inhaling the arms up. So as we lengthen with the hands pointing to the ceiling, we're lengthening back down from the hands to the shoulder blades to encourage the shoulder blades down. So always a two-way lengthening. Good, bringing the arms down. Back heel down, bending into the front leg. Coming into our twist, so right forearm onto the left leg, looking up at the top arm or coming down on the right hand onto the mat and the inside of the leg. Good, we're going to inhale, rise all the way up to standing, stepping back to the front of the mat. We're coming into our reverse prayer pose, so we're bringing our hands behind us, either coming into prayer pose, knuckles together, or catching the elbows. Stepping out again to the right, so that right foot's facing forward and the left foot's at a 45-degree angle. Smaller stance this time than your triangle. So making sure the hips are square to the short edge of the mat, and then folding over that front leg. So shoulder blades are squeezing towards each other. So we're getting a nice lengthening through the chest. Relaxing that head down. Then we're going to release the hands. Put them down on the mat or fingertips on the mat and just see if we can fold a little bit deeper. So thinking about that right hip coming back and the left hip coming forward to try and square those hips off. Finding your breath. Good, we're going to inhale, lengthen all the way up to standing. Swiveling the feet around on the exhale. Bringing the hands back to where you found comfortable, and then folding over that front leg. So elbows are drawing towards each other. Relaxing the head down. Finding your breath. Good, we're going to inhale, lengthen through the spine as we bring the hands down, and then exhale, forward fold. So
So as I said at the start, you want a strong engagement through your core and lifting up through the pelvic floor. So that really helps in these kind of postures to support your back and allow the flexion forward. Good, we're going to soften that front knee as we inhale all the way up to standing. We're going to swivel the feet round to the long edge of the mat, bringing your toes in from your heels a little bit. We're going to inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, fold, bringing the hands down. So again, we're going to plant the left hand down and rise up with the right arm. Only go as far as you feel comfortable with your spine. So we're still lengthening forward with the spine and then bringing in a gentle twist to look up at that top hand. So again, shoulder blades are firm against your back. And then we're going to look down, bring that hand down, swap over as you exhale and inhale the left arm up. Bringing weight into those toes, focusing on your breath. Good, we're inhaling back to the centre. And then what I'd like you to do is lengthen the spine forwards, and then we're going to come over to that right leg, relaxing the head towards the right foot. And breathing. Good, we're going to inhale back to centre, lengthening through the spine and then twisting over to the left foot. Just going to where you feel comfortable. Good, we're going to inhale back to the centre, coming into a flat back. We're going to bring the arms behind and we're going to interlace the fingers, straightening the arms. And then we're going to fold from the hips. So if you bring your awareness to your arms, the shoulder blades are coming towards one another. The arms are straightening. We're hoping and wishing to try and get the hands over the head. That's just our intention. But always keeping a softening through the elbows to help with bringing those arms over the head. Breathing. Good, we're going to inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Bringing the feet together. Well done everyone. So we're going to bring the arms to shoulder height. And then we're going to cross the right arm over and then twist so that we can try and catch the palm of the hand. You might be further down. Okay, and now we're thinking about shoulder blades coming down and elbows rising up. We're going to root down through that left leg and then we're going to bring the right leg crossing it around and trying to wiggle it round so that it's past your calf. And when you're there, we're going to squat down. So really engage your core and focus. Done. We're going to unravel the legs, come up slowly, keeping the arms where they are. We're going to come up onto our tiptoes, so feet hip width apart. Coming up onto the tiptoes, hands are still rising towards the ceiling. And we're going to stay on our tiptoes and lower down into our chair position. So we're bending the knees and the hips. So if we're sitting on a chair. And then we're going to straighten the knees, unravel the hands, keeping onto the big toes. Arms are coming straight behind us and we're going to tip from the hips, staying on those big toes. stretching those hands behind you. Good, and lower down. I've got to do it all on the other side. So bringing the arms to shoulder height, well done, you're doing really well guys. Bringing the left arm over the top, so we're twisting around at the elbows, trying to catch the palm of the hands, and then lifting the elbows up towards the ceiling, shoulder blades coming down. Weight in the right foot, so ground that right foot, and then we're going to wrap the left leg around. Doesn't matter how far it gets round. And then once you've got your balance, we're lowering down. So we're still lifting up through the chest, we're just lowering through the legs. Really engaging your core here, your focus, your breath. Well done. So we're going to stand up slowly, keeping the hands where they are, coming onto our big toes. Finding our balance, so hands are still reaching up to the ceiling, shoulder blades coming down. Then we're going to come into our chair, still on our big toes. Breathing. We're going to unravel the arms as we straighten the legs, bringing the hands behind us, tipping from the hips, staying on our big toes. And inhale, rising. Coming back to the top of the mat. Well done everyone. We're going to inhale the arms up, look thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, looking through the knees. Inhale, lifting the chest, bringing weight into the hands, stepping the legs back to your high plank. Lowering down onto the knees if you need to. Inhaling into Sphinx, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhaling to your down dog. And we're coming through to seated. So we're going to look forward, bring the right knee down, the left knee down, lengthen the legs out. Coming into Dandasana, so our legs are together, thighs are rolling in towards one another. Ankles are flexed, toes pointing towards us, and then our hands are coming down to beside the hips. Now if you've got longer arms, you might be further back, shorter arms further forward. And then we're lengthening up through the front of the body, through the chest, gaze is at the toes. So pushing into the mat, so shoulders are away from the ears and coming back the way. Finding your breath. Good, and then we're going to inhale, forward fold, so catching the legs, the ankles, the big toes, wherever you are. And then we're going to inhale, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, fold. So again, we're really using our core, legs pushing into the mat to bring us forward. Thinking about shoulders, blades drawing down the back, shoulders away from the ears. We're going to lengthen the spine on the inhale, keeping hold of your right leg. And we're going to straighten the left arm behind us, so follow that left arm behind. So keep strong through those legs. Inhaling, catching the right leg, the left leg or foot, and bringing that right arm behind, following that hand behind you. Good, coming back to the centre. We're going to cross the legs at the shins. Coming forward into our high plank. Lowering down onto the front of the body. Inhaling into our Sphinx, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhaling to Down Dog. Coming back through to seated. However you manage. Legs out straight.
sitting up tall. We're going to bring that right leg towards us. So we're bringing the foot into the crease of the left elbow. We're just starting to open up through that hip. So if you want more of an opening, bring the foot further up towards the ceiling and closer in. So we're sitting up really tall through the spine. You should feel this on the outside of the hip. Breathing. Good. Now we're going to bring the foot onto the outside of that left leg. We're going to inhale, lengthen, hugging that right leg with the left arm, twisting round to the right side. So again, we're just thinking about the shoulders, staying away from the ears. Shoulder blades are against the back. And we're twisting from the middle, the lower spine. Good, we're going to inhale back to centre, unravelling as you exhale, bringing that left leg in as you inhale, just to wherever you can get to. You might be further down and just holding the foot. So working that left foot towards the ceiling and further into you if you're wanting more of a stretch. Breathing. Good, and then we're going to bring that left foot to the outside of the right leg, lengthen up through the spine, twisting at the lower spine to look round to that left side. Bringing that left fingertips down just lightly onto the mat behind you. Good, we're going to inhale back to centre, releasing the legs. So left leg's out long, we're going to bring the right leg in, and then bringing the leg out to the side, bringing that foot in towards the groin. Wherever you are is fine though. And then we're going to inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, forward fold, tipping from the hips over that long leg. Catching that foot if you can. If you're on the leg, that's no problem. So we're going to inhale, lift the head, and then exhale, folding. So relaxing the head down. So we're wanting to sort of fold our top half over that left leg. So think about, what are your shoulders doing just now? Are they hunched up by your ears? If so, gradually relaxing them, encouraging them to come back down the body. Good, we're going to inhale, lengthen, exhale, release, swapping sides. So bringing in that left leg, locking off the knee, and then bringing the leg out to the side, foot in towards the groin. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, folding over that front leg. And then inhale, lengthening again, and exhale, folding. And then just breathing into any areas of tension and trying to soften into the posture. Good, we're going to inhale, lengthen all the way up. Exhale, release. We're going to take another vinyasa, so we're crossing the legs again over the shins. And then coming forward into our high plank, just into our own breath and time. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, lengthening up into our up dog, Sphinx Cobra. Exhaling to our down dog. Inhale,
Coming back to seated. Lengthening that left leg out. So the right foot is coming in close to the buttocks. We want a fist distance between that right foot and left leg. So we might be working on the distance between our knee and our armpit. So we might be here, hugging in close, working on that core. Or if you want to try coming into Manichasana A and twisting, we're going to come forward, bringing that right arm low to the ground, twisting it round. Now again, we might just be here, or we might be able to catch with the left hand. We might just catch our top, we might get the bind, and if we've got the bind, we're going to forward fold over the left leg, bringing weight into that right foot and breathing. Trying to relax the shoulders away from the ears. Good, we're going to inhale, lengthen all the way up. Exhale, release the posture. Bringing that right leg out long, left foot's coming in. So setting yourself up, fist between the foot and the leg, and then we're going to inhale, lengthen forward, keeping that left arm low to the mat. And then bringing the right arm around, catch. Forward folding. Just working to your limitations, to where you are. All takes time and practice. Good, we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, release the arms. Bringing the feet together. So just to wherever is comfortable, close to the groin as you can. And then we're going to open our feet up like a book. And we're inhale, lengthening, and then we're exhale, folding from the hips. So we're keeping our spine nice and long as we fold. So we're not rounding, nice and straight, looking forward. Shoulders are soft and down, away from the ears. Finding our breath, breathing into those hips. The more you open your feet, the more you'll feel that opening in the hips. Good, we're going to inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release. We're bringing the legs out wide now. So just as wide as you can catch them. Now you might just be catching your shins. If you can catch the outsides of the feet, that's great. Just wherever you are. So we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, and then we're going to exhale, fold. So again, we're trying to think about the spine being long and straight. Shoulders coming down, away from the ears. Finding the breath. Relaxing the head and the neck. Good, we're going to inhale, lengthen, exhale, release the posture. We're coming down onto our back now. So, legs out long. We're keeping the left leg down on the mat, foot pointed, putting the left hand onto the left thigh, and then we're going to bring the right leg in. Try to catch the big toe, and then we're going to work towards straightening that leg. And then we're going to lift the head towards the knee. So shoulder blades are off the mat. Breathing. And releasing Swapping sides. Catching that left toe, working towards straightening that leg, pushing the foot to the ceiling, and then lifting up. Really engaging your core, pointing that toe, and lowering all the way down. Good, we're going to come into our bridge pose again, so feet towards the buttocks, hip width apart, arms down by the sides, and then we're going to inhale, tuck the pelvis under, lifting all the way up, bringing weight onto those shoulder blades, exhale, lowering. This time as we inhale up, we're going to bring the arms overhead, and then exhale, lower. Now stick with bridge, or you can come into shoulder stand. So we might need a little bit of momentum, rocking backwards and forwards, or if you can, pushing up. So bringing the feet overhead to begin with, so that you can wiggle the arms in. You want the hands on the back, and then pushing up, strengthening through that core to lift the feet towards the ceiling. If you're struggling, just keep your legs over, straight but pointing overhead. Focusing on the breath. Now to come down, pointing the feet overhead, bringing the hands onto the mat, lowering down, trying to lower down vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing the legs all the way down. And then we're going to bring our forearms down, pointing the toes. We're going to lift up through the chest, lowering that head down, counterposing what we've just done. Breathing. Good, coming all the way back up. Bringing our legs to cross-legged, easy cross-legged. Wrapping the arms around the back, so catching the elbows, lengthening through the spine, folding forward, breathing. So again, thinking about your posture. So we're rooting down through the sit bones, the legs. The shoulders are coming down, away from the ears, nice and relaxed. No tension there. Then we're going to inhale, lengthen all the way up, releasing the arms, bringing the thumb and index finger together. Palm of the hands on the knees, arms nice and straight, back straight. Bringing the head back so that it's in line with the spine, chin tucked, gaze is at the nose, breathing. And releasing, coming into our relaxation. So getting cozy clothes on quickly, blanket, and then coming down to lying onto the mat. Again, legs out straight or feet on the mat if that's more comfortable for your back. Closing your eyes when you're ready. Focusing on your breath and relaxing. We're going to do some yoga nidra, so we're going to move our awareness to different parts of the body as soon as you hear them named. So I want you to say the name of the part of the body to yourself and feel that part of the body
but do not move the body. The practice begins on the right side. Right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Back of the body, right heel, right calf, right thigh, left thigh. The back, the entire spine, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right ear, left ear, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eye, left eye, nose, right cheek, left cheek, lips, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, abdomen, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, whole right arm, the whole left arm, the whole face, the whole body, the whole torso, the whole body. Continue to remain relaxed and always bring your focus back to the breath if your mind starts to wander. I'll bring you out of relaxation shortly. Bringing your awareness back into the room, back into the body. Taking some deep breaths, moving wrists and ankles, taking a big stretch overhead, a well-deserved hug, bringing your knees into your chest, whatever feels good for you. Then when you're ready, rolling over onto your right side, taking a breath there. Just noticing how you're feeling. And then when you're ready, coming all the way up to seated. Thank you for sharing your practice with me tonight. Namaste.